I'd probably argue the greatest thing about Fortnite is there's always something that you could change. In every single situation that you get into, whether it's a build fight, you die to this reason or this reason, there's always something you could have done different to change the outcome of that game. You know, to make your playstyle better, to get more wins, a higher KD, or just better performance in general. There's always something you could do. And whether it's in your settings or just in your mindset or whatever, like just learning from your mistakes, there's always better on the other side. If you put effort into it, if you put energy into it, there's always a better outcome. That's what I love so much about this game. Over the last couple of months at Fortnite, we've had tons of options added to console setting. Back before, it was very, very simple. There was only a couple things like sensitivity and aim sensitivity that you could really use. But recently we had a big build update that a lot of people actually think put console onto at least a pretty even playing field with PC players. As far as being able to build quick and build, you know, extravagant things and stuff like that, there's been a lot of improvements on Epic's side, on Fortnite's side, to make this kind of a more even playing field. As you know, competitive is kind of all on one setting. There's not different for console and PC. It's all the same thing. So since then, I've yet to make a settings video. It's been one of the most requested things. Actually, I looked up today. I was curious. I got on YouTube. I looked up like my name, Bigfoltz, and then seen what like the average, like the search thing was of my name, right? Like what people were searching, like Bigfoltz what. And one of the most popular things was Bigfoltz settings. And this has been something I've been wanting to make since the start of the season because I've been streaming and I've been, you know, one of the highest levels, and people's been asking me, what's your settings? What's your settings? Like I get asked all the time. And I figured, why not? You know, it's one of the best times to make it at the start of a season. The meta changes, the way the game's played changes, and overall just a lot of people come back to the game and maybe they're realizing like, hey, what's the new settings that I need to be running? And that's why I'm making this video. Now, before we get into it, I'm actually curious of your settings. I think a thing with settings is like there's not one setting perfect for every player, and I think it's a good thing to compare and contrast. So maybe if you're watching this and you're trying to get new settings and I tell you my settings and you use them and maybe you don't like them that much, maybe you could find something that you really do like in the comments of this video, maybe something that other people are using or whatever. I just think it's a good thing to have as many options as possible. Now, I do have a lot of very strong points for why my settings are very good in Fortnite. But you know, like I said, maybe they're just not for you. Before we get into this, guys, I want to remind you guys once again, I'm adding 20 to 40 subscribers on every video for the chance, 1, to get gifted a skin when gifting's back, and 2, to be winning a Season 7 Battle Pass. If you guys want to be eligible for this, you have to have liked the video, must be subscribed to the channel, guys. We're getting close to 1 million, dude. We're almost at 950,000. And then you have to comment Season 7 alongside your Epic Games name down below in the comments. So I want to just jump into my stats so I can show this early in the video and you guys can see exactly what we're rocking with. So I'm going to start it off with like showing you guys every single stat individually, reading them off and telling you guys what's up. So here's my stats. I play, like a lot of people probably always ask like what region I play in. I just play on auto. I live like in the center of the United States. I live in Missouri. Sometimes I have a better ping to east, sometimes I have a better ping to west, so I just leave it on auto. And you know, at that day, whatever server is like running best for me, that's the server I play on. Now, my sensitivity I play on at 0.85. Now, I was playing on a 8 for the longest time, and I felt like I could go a little higher. I did at one point play on at 10, and I made a video saying that you guys should play on 10, just because like the main difference between console and PC was the fact that they could build faster than us. And I'm going to explain why I think 0.85 is perfect here in just a moment. My actual targeting sensitivity and scope sensitivity are both at 0.65, which I think is default. I just left it there because I got used to playing with it from day one. I think it's a good sensitivity. I just haven't touched it. I've just left it at 0.65. Now this is where it gets a little different. We got the wireless controller building sensitivity, which is something they added recently, one of the biggest changes that they added. So basically your sensitivity and your building sensitivity can be a little bit different. So I put mine at 1.2. At 1.2, I have higher than a 10 sensitivity when it comes to building, and I think some of you guys have probably seen me build 1x1s or be in build fights. I build pretty quickly, and I think having it at that, it's kind of the perfect level. Now, The reason why I don't run 10 sensitivity, and when I was running it, I didn't like it, is because you move so fast, like you move in a circle so fast that you physically can't build the pieces that fast, even with turbo build, and I think they fixed that glitch, but it's just so quick that you can't really keep up with what you're doing. I was missing a lot of shotgun shots and stuff like that, and I find 0.85 to be the highest sensitivity that I can realistically control to a perfection. Now, like I said, you want to be able to go to the highest sensitivity that you can perfectly control. If you can play on a 10, play on a 10. If you can only play on a 6, play on a 6 and maybe up your building sensitivity to like a 1.3, 1.5, something like that. You want to make sure your building sensitivity is at least a 10, if that makes sense. Like your overall building speed is at least like a 1. So because you just need to be able to build that quickly, it just makes such a big difference. Moving on to the next settings, I got a couple of ones that I think are very, very good. This first one is sprint by default. Now, a lot of you guys probably use that. The reason why I don't use that on console is because I find it to be pretty glitchy and actually get me killed in situations. Now, some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys, do you guys use this? Yes or no? I feel like it's a pretty controversial one. I personally don't like it at all. I know that it works very well on PC, but on controller, it just does not seem to work properly. I don't know if that's me. I haven't used it in a while, so maybe it was like a glitch that they fixed that I missed or something. I don't use sprint by default. The next one is sprint cancels reloading. Now, sprint cancels reloading is one that is default on, that I turn, that for some reason on this video is off, but I always play with that on. The reason why is if you're playing Fortnite, it default comes off. Like this is like the default setting you're seeing, but I turn mine on. The reason being is if you start reloading your gun in Fortnite, let's say it has an empty clip or whatever, it's reloading, there is no way for you to cancel that reload besides sprinting. And it just causes like you to die. Like if you're about to get shot around the corner and your gun's auto reloading because you're out of ammo, like get around the corner then reload. You know what I mean? Like it's a very important setting to have off or on, in my opinion. Next, we have the tap to search / interact. I think almost everybody plays with this on. I think it's a very important one to have on. Then we have reset building choice, which I also have on. I think that's very important to have on because it just gets your brain used to like the muscle memory. If you play with that setting off, I think that, like, you know, sometimes when you come back to your build, you might be building flats, you might be building pyramids, you might be building walls, you might be building stairs. You don't really know. And I think that it's very important to have the reset on so you're used to it. Always being, you know, a wall when you go back to building. Aim assist, you definitely want to have on. Edit mode aim assist, you want to have off. It basically, when you edit a like build, it basically like aim assist each block, so you can't really edit it as quick. Like let's say you're trying to edit the bottom 3 to like open the wall up, you can't just like swing it with edit mode aim assist. So I would really consider taking that off. Obviously, turbo building on, auto material change on, controller auto run. Wait, why is there 2 controller auto runs? Oh, controller auto run and sprint by default is different. Oh, I thought that was the same setting. Well, I failed what I said earlier. I don't use controller auto run. Sprint by default, probably not a bad setting. Next, we got auto open doors. I don't use it just because sometimes I want to like shut doors. You know, I feel like there's plays there that you need to manually do to make the plays go correctly. I could be wrong there, but I don't use that one. Then we got auto pick up weapons, which I have off. I found that very annoying. Auto sort consumables to the right, I have that on. I don't know how some of you guys like organize your inventories, but I always have my heals all the way to the right, so picking them up in the start and then having to put them to the back is just really annoying. I do think with that setting they need to add basically like stuff like grenades and C4s and stuff, like anything that's stackable I think should go to the end instead of just consumables. This setting's really huge. Builder Pro, build immediately on. So huge that you guys are on Builder Pro and you have that setting on. It literally makes a world of difference. Controller edit hold time is 0.1, as little as possible, so you can edit as quick as possible. I have vibration on, but I have a controller with no rumble packs, so technically vibration's off. I just don't have to touch that setting. And then we go over to the build settings, which yes, I use Builder Pro. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably maybe have custom controls. The reason why I don't use custom controls, and I was going to switch for the editing options, you know, being able to one-click edit and stuff like that, but then they made the edit time down to 0.1. I find it to work perfectly for me, really. I mean, I don't see the reason to change it. Now, I will say, if you're on any build settings, if you're on any controller settings other than Builder Pro, like if you're playing old school or quick builder, whatever, play on Builder Pro. Trust me, with 100% certainty, you need to play on Builder Pro with instant build. It basically puts you on the same level as PC players, being able to build in 2 clicks, the same way that a PC player builds in 2 clicks. That's been console's main downfall, is the building speed is just overall harder. You know, we didn't have like the building sensitivity, so if you wanted to build quick, you had to make your sensitivity really high, and then you couldn't aim as good. There was all these problems, but now we have building sensitivity, we have instant build, we have all these things that make it where we have to utilize it to be on that level. So yeah, them are my settings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys learned something, maybe learned a little bit of what I use. I haven't done one of them in a while. I think it's good. Like, a settings video is one of them things that you can make every couple of months, because one, you change your settings, two, the game changes, the meta change. It's just one of them videos that I've probably made a couple of settings videos in the past, and I think a couple of them's done really well, but it's just one of the videos you have to make to you know, let people know what's going on. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Like, holy crap, dude, the last couple of days on this channel, the last week on this channel, guys, absolutely insane. Maybe the all-time peak week that we're in the middle of creating right now of my YouTube channel. Literally insane. Almost 2 million views now in the last 48 hours. That's 1 million views a day. That's literally crazy. I don't know how else to say that. That's literally insane. I think today, well, I'm recording this video early in the day. I'm posting this video at night, but I'm going to be doing a stream. And I think there's a chance that we're going to gain over 10,000 subs today. I think by the time this video goes live, we're probably around 950,000 plus subscribers. Which means that, dude, you guys know I have a really big goal to try to hit 1 million subs by the New Year's, and at this rate, dude, we're gonna smash that. And I don't think we're gonna be able to stay at this rate. If we do, I'm gonna be absolutely mind blown, because like, we are just growing at an alarming rate right now, and I honestly, I'm lost for words, man. I have so many video ideas. I have so many things I need to make, so many things I need to create, streams to do, just so many things to do, and I'm just so grateful that you guys are here watching every video, watching every stream. Shout out to my notification gang. Thank you guys for all the likes, the comments, the new subs, the old subs. Man, 1 million subs is just gonna mean the world to me, man. I especially in the way we're going, you know, like, we're just gonna hit 1 million. Like, we're jumping from 900K to 1 million to, like, just so quick. It's so insane. I'm like, making this last segment of this commentary, like, I'm literally lost for words. Like, it's so crazy to me, man. It's so crazy to me. I have a very special stream and special video coming up sometime in the next 2 days. I think you guys are gonna really like. And honestly, it could boost the sub count a lot, to be honest. So look out for 1 million, dude. That's all. Can I get a hashtag Bigfoltz1mil in the comments of this video if you're watching to this point? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the settings. I hope you guys enjoy everything that I post. I've been trying to put as much effort into stuff as possible. It's been hard because I've been grinding so much Fortnite, trying to get to level 100 as quick as possible. But seriously, dude, just thank you guys, man. I can't thank you guys enough. Every single ounce of support, every tweet I get, every comment I get, just everything, man. You know, I just bought my first house. It's almost done building, and I've been really insecure about it because you know, I signed a loan and I owe all this money now, and I've never really owed anybody a lot of money in my life. You know, you guys have just changed my life so much, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you guys. I love every single one of you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.